What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. Scrubbert coming in from Scrubbert's Stronghold in St. Joseph, Missouri. Finally got my terminal mapped out, so we'll go ahead and just jump right into it. The U.S. with $80 will buy 3 infantry, 3 tanks, 3 transports, and a battleship and cruiser. The U.S. has 3 battles to do. The Chinese have 1, so we'll get right into it. So, a submarine from C-Zone 6, moving at 3, will go down to the Philippines here and nix the Japanese transport that was sitting here for free and set up convoy. Not that he'll be around to do it. 33 consists of the fleet that was in 17, which was the battleship, 2 destroyers, and a transport picking up the infantry and artillery from Iwo Jima. Hawaiian was a cruiser and a transport, along with the tank and infantry from Hawaiian. And Marshall Islands had a transport with an infantry and artillery as well. So all coming over to 33 to attack the Carolina Islands. Over here on this side of the board, the fleet will move from 101 down to 91 to attack Gibraltar, except for 1 destroyer who I have tasked out to do something else. It will be picking up 2 artillery, 2 infantry, as well as 1 infantry will come down from the United Kingdom with an air transport, and the air transport will fly back to the UK. And that is it for combats, so we'll get right into it. Right here, we have the U.S. on the Carolina Islands. We have a cruiser, a battleship with a 2! Yes, you guessed it, man. I have heavy battleships, as we'll go over here. This is my tech. Super battleship, sorry. We have 2 infantry paired with 2 artillery, so 1 infantry by itself and a tank. All against 2 infantry. There are no planes for the AA gun to shoot at. Alright, so 5 hits. I needed 3. That'll do. Okay, for the Japanese, I'll go ahead and give them the same justice. A 2 and a 1. Alrighty. A little painful, but I will take 2 infantry. And we'll go about our merry day. So the Carolina Islands will flip to the U.S. These guys are dead. And I will lose an infantry, and I will lose 2 infantry. Yeah. So there are the Carolina Islands, just like so. All right, now we'll go on over to Gibraltar. Put these over here. I'll use the Germans for Germany. Alright, he has 2 dice. Attacking will be a infantry artillery, another infantry and artillery, a infantry all by himself, and much like the other side, I have a battleship, and then a cruiser, and I think that is it. So 5 dice, and then these are my boats. He's just got 2 infantry. This should be it. Alright, looks like 4 hits. I needed 2. Alrighty. So for the Germans. 3 and a 6, 2 misses. Looks like the Japanese are the only ones I can shoot on the Axis side. Alrighty, so Gibraltar, we'll go back to UK. I'll get a marker for UK here in a second. And we will take these 2 guys out. Gibraltar is back to Allied control. Okay. Boom, just like that. Alrighty, now for non-combats real quick. This part might get a little tricky. So this bomber right here, he's going to fly back to San Francisco. This lone infantry here, he's going to rail on up to Alaska. This bomber over here, he's going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Alaska. Okay, like that. And then I think I got one more thing to do over there, but I gotta remember how I'm gonna do it. So This mechanized right here, he's going to move on over to over here. This tank is going to trade place and go to central, like so. And then this fighter right here, he's going to go up to Iceland. I forgot. This gentleman right here, he's going to go into Ireland because he wants a drink. So Erie, I like the flag. I'm going to keep it up there. But Erie now is activated to the Allies. Not that it does any good. I just wanted to do it because it gives me a little joy in this very, very bleak game. And I think, because I got to place one. Alright, so the tank instead is going to move to, and he went to the eastern. Everything in central is going to move over to eastern, actually, except for the AA gun. So, just like so. And let me take one last look over the board. Oh, yeah. The one destroyer that was in 101, he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to 104. So, season 104. Alrighty. That is it for the U.S. Before I place their units, I'll do China's movements. So China's cavalry right here will go 1, 2 and take Setang back from the Chinese. Cool. Just like that. And then these 3 infantry right here will move up into Sensei. And then the 2 infantry that the Chinese bought with their $6 will also go down into Sensei. Just like that. So, look over here. Carolina and Gibraltar weren't worth anything, except for strategic points. Japan, however, loses 2 for that territory, and China will go up 2. To a grand total of 8. Woohoo! Alrighty, so that's it for China. We'll collect everybody's money in a minute. So, the U.S., for placements. The battleship and cruiser to 101. The 3 transports also to 101. Just like so. Okay. We'll have 1 infantry going down on the eastern United States. 2 infantry going down in... I gotta grab everything. 2 infantry going down into the western United States. And then these 3 tanks will go down at the factory in Korea. Big honking Persian tank. Never saw Pacific action. Alrighty, so the U.S. at now $55. We'll collect 55 plus 55. Plus another 25 for all 10 O's because I don't have the Philippines, so I lose 1. And I did place 2 units on both sides of the United States. So, the Chinese will collect a whopping now $8. Oh, I grabbed the wrong guy there. So, they'll collect a whopping $8, so they have a total of 8 going into the next round. Alright, everybody. That's the collection for the U.S. I guess we'll do a brief recap. We have 1 fighter in Iceland. In the eastern United States, we have 3 infantry, 2 mechs, and a tank with 2 AA guns. Central United States, show that off a little bit right there, has an AA gun. 101 has 3 transports, a cruiser, and a battleship. Season 91 has 2 transports and 2 destroyers, a cruiser, and a battleship. Season 104 has a destroyer. Ireland has a guy hanging out at a pub. UK London has a air transport. Actually, hold on one second. Could I have done something better with his life? No. Oh, he goes back to London. He's fine. So the bottom went back to London. Over here in the Pacific, we have a guy and 2 artillery and a tank on the Carolina Islands, along with 3 transports, a battleship, 2 destroyers, and a cruiser. Up in... Oh, I forgot to do one major thing. So this sub right here went into Z-Zone 19 to set up convoy still, and the fleet that was in Z-Zone 19 goes up into 6, back into 6, which sets up convoy again. So yeah, I forgot to do that. That would have been pretty bad. So the fleet that went into 6 consists of 2 cruisers, 2 battleships, a destroyer, a transport, and 2 fully loaded carriers with 3 fighters and 1 tactical. Korea has 2 fighters and 3 tanks for the U.S., and then Alaska has 2 guys, a bomber, and the San Francisco has 2 infantry, an AA gun, 2 mechs, and a bomber as well. And I believe that is it. China has 5 guys in Sensei and 1 cavalry in Setang. And that is it for China. Alright, everybody. So China collected its $6. US collected its $55 plus $25 for a grand total of $70. Is that right? My math bad. 560. No. 80. 80 again. So they got 80 again, I believe. So a total of $80 again. And that's all I can think about. So this game has been pretty interesting. Getting a little nervous, but we'll see what we can do with it. Definitely some good opponents. So hats off to Joe and hats off to Madman. You guys are doing pretty dang good. So we'll see what happens. I think we got some interesting stuff planned that might I don't know, at least make somebody second guess something. So we'll see what happens. So this is Mr. Scrubbert coming at you from Scrubbert's Stronghold. And I'll keep watching, and I'll holler at you later.